Hello, everybody. Hello, C-Rex, my love. I hope you get some good sleep tonight. Well, hello, Ava. You ready for your blue buffalo treats, my dear? She's always ready for her blue buffalo treats. You gotta start a brand new bag tonight. Ooh. Going with the apple and yogurt. There you go, baby girl. Got it? Hello, Nana Laura. Hello, Lisette Annette. Hello, Buzzy Pug. Hello, Patrick B. Hello, Jerry Matthew Boyd. Hello, Linda Applegate, my sweetie. Oh, it's just Ava stepping on the cat's crinkle toy, waiting for her next treat. Oh, thank you. I'm waiting for their wet food that was supposed to come today. It was supposed to be here by 10 p.m. and I'm wondering what time zone, because it wasn't 10 p.m. my time zone. Hello, OSG, Squishy. Hello, Auntie M. Hello, Charlie. Oh, speaking of Charlie, I don't know what it is, but it's from Charlie. I gave the scissors to, there we go. I gave the scissors to my daughter's friend to use, and it didn't come back to my room. What is, oh, it's another version of this. This is perfect. Oh my gosh, this will be perfect for my wrist. It's a mouse pad, but not mouse pad. It's a gel cushion for the wrist and possibly face. Considering I fall asleep on my desk all the time. Thank you so much, Charlie. I really appreciate it. Hello, Charles Swenson. Hello, Spider-Man. Hello, She's a Maker. So, tonight we are going to be in oops, hold on.
Scrolling down.
That was Reno, in case we get that far. I'll be honest. I've got a tummy ache tonight. And so I don't know how late this is gonna be, but I figured we can watch the Kansas and Judge DeSanto And then we can put on some Judge Dracula's from Reno, our favorite Judge Dad, and watch him until we get too sleepy or until my tummy starts hurting again more. Oh, you'll get to see. It's just Judge Dad. I didn't put the paw firm intro on the front of it. I knew I should have, because that usually masks like the first couple seconds. 4 seconds to be exact. Oh, well, I've got the corner pads for my elbow, and my desk is only so big, but this is perfect for my wrist and face. But I'm so happy for it, and I'm so grateful. And I'm not gonna peel it off yet, but it's got this sticky bottom, so I'm not gonna peel it off yet. But I have a feeling I'm gonna have to peel it off, because that would hold it in place for when Billy comes over and he does his little waltz in front of me and then plops. That's exactly what he does. He strolls in style and flops. All 17 pounds of him at once on my wrist. And then he doesn't move. Then I have to maneuver my mouse with him on top of my arm, because you can't move a cat. It's kind of against the law. I'm sure it's on the books. Yeah, I saw Sweetie. I'm so grateful. They're gonna love it, whatever it is. They're gonna love it. I just dug into, so Bandit had her own jug, and then this is what's left of Billy, Earl, and Tiny Kitten's jug. So I just ordered 2 16-ounce of the seafood variety, and I had to dig into one of those for Bandit, because she was not happy with running out of those. And if they come in here tonight, I already have their tuna squeezy treats out. But Billy's kind of being a jerk to Tiny Kitten and chasing her all over the house and terrorizing her. So I don't know how much we'll see of them. They will. That's absolutely true. If it's food, they will love it. All right, guys. So we're going to start off in Kansas. You know. My knees were looking a bit red. No, I'm just kidding. Joke. Oh, it's the night shift for a reason.
So we'll take Carol Jones if you have her available, Deputy.
Ms. Jones, you're up. You have to come this way. Can you get off the chair? Okay.
That's an odd question. Can you get off the chair okay?
Are you okay? Okay.
No, she's not okay. That woman is like 75 years old.
Good morning, ma'am. You are Carol Jones.
Yes,
All right, Ms. Jones, you appear in custody by Zoom today, having been arrested on probable cause by the Coppeville Police Department for the following offenses: distribution of or possession of methamphetamine with intent to distribute.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I didn't put my mathematician's hat on. That woman's not 75. She's 57.
3.5 to 100 grams within 1,000 feet of a school, unlawful obtaining of a prescription drug, possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of drug paraphernalia with the intent to distribute a stimulated controlled substance, illegal display of a license plate, improper driving on laned roadway, and defective mirror. The court has found probable cause for your arrest. I don't know there's probable cause for the within 1,000 feet of a school portion, but for the remainder of the offenses, I do believe there is probable cause to support your arrest and that you're lawfully in custody this morning. Do you understand why you're in jail today, ma'am?
yeah,
When you're not in jail, do you still live on West 7th Street in South Coffeyville, Oklahoma?
yes.
How long have you lived there?
7 years.
I know that South Coffeyville is just across the Kansas border. Do you have any connections to Montgomery County?
My mom, my sister,
They both live in Montgomery County?
yeah,
All right. Are you employed?
no,
Do you have any current source of income?
no,
Well, she did have until she was arrested, Your Honor.
I have a pre-sentence investigation report, Ms. Jones, from a case in 2011, that being 11 CR 118. That's out of the 14th District here in Montgomery County. In that case, you were convicted of, likely by a plea, to conspiracy to manufacture a controlled substance, a level 1 drug felony. And at that time, you also had a criminal history consisting of attempted possession of methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia, arranging sale of a controlled substance.
Yeah, but she can't really claim that on her taxes.
A number of things in the 90s. Miss Miller, are you aware of any more recent criminal history for Miss Jones?
I am not, Your Honor. I didn't find anything else, excuse me, in the state of Kansas. She has nothing criminal in Missouri and nothing criminal out of Oklahoma. And I had reviewed the same journal entry that you did, Your Honor. So
Right.
that's consistent.
Miss Jones, have you been in trouble since this 2011 case?
no,
You are not currently on probation or parole anywhere?
no,
Mrs. Miller, do you have a bond recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's a little disturbed that the most recent conviction is for a conspiracy to manufacture, and now we have an alleged charge involving distribution of a controlled substance. Therefore, we are going to request a $5,000 cash professional surety bond with bond supervision.
Ms. Jones, I think that bond is reasonable in light of you being a resident of Oklahoma, albeit across the border. You having a prior level 1 drug felony. In all likelihood, if you were found guilty of any of the felonies you're likely to be charged with here, it's going to be a presumption of imprisonment. And so I do think there needs to be some sort of cash surety bond to assure your future reappearance in court. And I think the $5,000 request by Mrs. Miller is reasonable. So I am going to set your bond at $5,000 cash or professional surety with bond supervision. What that means is to get out of jail, you'll either need to post $5,000 to the clerk of the court, or you can go through a bondsman. That's what most people do. And if you do that, you would pay them no less than 10% of that amount. That'd be $500. And then they and you would assure your future reappearance in court. The supervision component means that if you do make that bond, the very first stop that you would make when you get out of jail is to our court service office. And since this is likely going to be a South Half case, you'd report to Coffeyville. So you'd go to the Coffeyville Courthouse at 7th and Walnut Street in Coffeyville, go to the 3rd floor where the courtrooms are located. And you go to the court service office there, and you'll meet with a court service officer. They'll have you fill out some paperwork, and they'll give some reporting instructions. Some times and days they want you to meet with them either in person or by phone. Typically that's once a week, and also typically that's on a Wednesday between the hours of 8 and noon. But when and how they want you to report to them is entirely up to them, and whatever they tell you to do is the same as if the court ordered it. So that would be your very first stop that you'd make when you got out of jail, and anytime thereafter they direct you to report. Do you intend on hiring your own attorney, or do you want the court to consider appointing you one?
You can appoint me one.
All right, Deputy Kuba there just handed you an application and an affidavit for a court-appointed attorney. Get that paperwork filled out today, return it to the jail. It'll make its way up to me, and upon review, if you qualify financially, and I presume you will in light of your current unemployment status, I will appoint an attorney to represent you in this matter.
Okay.
Your next court date is going to be Tuesday of next week. That is November the 25th. And that will be at 9 o'clock by Zoom. Now, if you are not in jail, there are two ways you can appear for that 9 o'clock Zoom hearing. You can either return here to the Judicial Center, go to the second floor of this building you're currently in by 9 a.m. And when your case is called, they'll get you set up on a laptop to participate in that Zoom hearing. Your other option is, if you don't want to return here to the Judicial Center next Tuesday at 9 o'clock, so long as you are able to get signed on to Zoom on your own, if you have a good internet connection and a Zoom capable device, and you're able to on your own navigate how to work Zoom, you can appear that way. If you don't do either, that is if you don't show up here or if you don't get signed on your own, that will likely be considered a failure to appear, and that will likely result in a bench warrant being issued for your arrest. Do you have any questions about any of that, Ms. Jones?
No.
All right. So get that paperwork filled out. Your next court date again is Tuesday, November the 25th at 9 o'clock by Zoom. Either come here for that or get signed in your own. And that'll be a formal first appearance. You'll find out on that date what you have formally been charged with in this case. It could be those offenses I read to you. It could be something different. That's up to the county attorney's office to decide. All right. Anything further from the state, Mrs. Miller?
Nothing else from the state, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day, Ms. Jones. Thank you.
Clark? Demonte Clark, Your Honor?
Thank you. You are DeMonte Clark?
Yeah, you know, I got thinking that I can't remember stuff, and I think the devil been bothering me. I can't even function, and I don't know what's going on.
Well, I'm going to explain to you what's going on.
I can barely understand you, sir. I heard something about the devil's been bothering me. I'll pray for you.
Mr. Clark, you are appearing before me by Zoom in custody because you were arrested by the Independence Police Department. Their case number 25-1946. You were arrested on the 15th of November, 2 days ago, early hours in the morning. And that was for the offenses of possession of methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia, criminal trespass, and interference with law enforcement. Now, those are the offenses for which you were arrested. Now, what you're ultimately charged with will be up to the county attorney's office, and you'll find that out at a later date. But I have found probable cause to support your arrest, and that is why you find yourself currently in jail this morning. I do note you're currently out on parole. That's from case number MGI 21CR 598, I believe. Who's your parole officer?
I don't remember his name.
Okay. Where do you currently reside? Where do you live?
You know, it was law, and your court even says
What was that last thing you said?
your court in that little room and period off or something like that. Talk about the devil. Says I need to get out.
I'm gonna have a hard time understanding you, Mr. Clark, unfortunately. But 1008 West Laurel, is that a house, an apartment? What is that?
It's a house.
Okay. Do you live there with anybody else?
I live with my uncle, my auntie, my other auntie, and my grandma.
Okay. Are you employed?
I work for people like for the yards and garages and stuff like that,
Kind of handyman stuff?
handyman stuff.
All right. Is that your only source of income?
Yes, sir. No, I did it's a side check.
How much is that?
Uh, $900.
And remind me, I think I had your original case that I referenced a moment ago, and I'm sure you told me at that time, but I don't remember. Unfortunately, time has passed. Why do you receive disability?
Cause I can't remember things and um, there's a couple other symptoms that I don't remember.
Okay.
Mom passed away. I don't know.
Mrs. Miller, do you have a bond recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor, we do also, just for the record, that 2021 case, his PSI showed an uncontested criminal history score of C. That is what the state expects his criminal history to be at this time because there's nothing else that he's been convicted of in Kansas since 2021. He had no criminal record in Oklahoma and no criminal record in Missouri. Based on the criminal history being C, he is a local resident. I would request I had marked down a $5,000 cash professional surety bond with bond supervision. Given that he is on disability, Your Honor, the state would be willing to recommend a $2,500 cash professional surety bond. I cannot see in our system, I cannot see his presence at prior hearings, so I can't say that he doesn't appear for court. So I think $2,500 cash professional surety bond with bond supervision would be appropriate.
All right. All right, Mr. Clark, I'm going to set your bond at $3,500, $3,500 cash or professional surety with supervision. That means to get out of jail, you have to post $3,500 to the clerk of the court, or you can go through a bondsman. If you go through a bondsman, you pay them no less than 10% of that amount. That'd be $350. Could be more. That's up to between you and the bondsman ultimately. The supervision component means that upon your release from custody, if you post that bond, you need to report to the court service office here in Independence. They are located next door at the Montgomery County Courthouse. That's the building immediately to the west of this one.
I am sure that the drugs don't help his mental health conditions. Absolutely certain of that. The devil bothering him is probably him experiencing meth psychosis, which is a real thing.
You'd report to them upon your release from jail. Anytime thereafter they direct you to report. Typically that's on a Wednesday between the hours of 8 and noon, sometimes by phone, sometimes in person. That's up to them to decide what they want you to do. Whatever they advise you, that's the same as if the court ordered it, so you need to follow it.
Sir, it was only a vape that I didn't even have on me until later that day.
All right, Mr. Clark, let me stop you, Mr. Clark. You may have a defense to these charges, that drug offense in particular, but this is not the hearing to raise that. I want you to have the advice of an attorney before you make statements to the court regarding your guilt or innocence. I don't want you to think that might incriminate yourself. So save that argument for a later date. Discuss it with your attorney. He or she can assist you in conveying that to the court in
I didn't know that meth came in vape form.
the best way possible. There are going to be conditions of your bond, Mr. Clark. You're to have no contact of any kind, direct or indirect, with the following individuals. They include Ray Heiss, Angie Reyes, and Houston Stagel. Any contact with those individuals would be a violation of your bond, could result in being revoked, and you find yourself back in custody. You are also not to return to a residence at North 17th Street. If you are to go on or around that property, that'd also be a violation of your bond, could result in it being revoked. The deputy's going to give you an application and an affidavit for court-appointed counsel. Fill that paperwork out. In light of your disability status, you are going to qualify for court-appointed attorney, and we are going to appoint you one, but we do have to have that paperwork back from you before we can do that. So get that filled out today. Leave it with a jail deputy today, and when I receive it, I'll appoint an attorney to represent you. That will likely be Brian Rickman, who's represented you previously, unless he has a conflict in light of some of these witnesses involved in this case. Your next court date is going to be Tuesday of next week. That is November the 25th. That is at 9 o'clock, and that is by Zoom. There are two ways you can appear for that hearing if you're not in jail. Your first option is you can return here to the Judicial Center You go to the second floor by 9 a.m. next Tuesday, the 25th. And when your case is called, you'll be directed to a laptop to participate in that Zoom hearing. Your second option is if you do not want to return here to the Judicial Center next week, so long as you have a good internet connection and a Zoom capable device, and you're able to get to sign on a Zoom on your own, you can appear that way. If you don't do either, that is, you don't come here, or if you don't sign in on your own, that would be likely considered a failure to appear, and that would likely result in a bench warrant for your arrest. Any questions about that, Mr. Clark?
Oh, sure.
All right. So again, as a recap, your bond is $3,500, cash or surety, with supervision. So if you do make that bond, the very first stop you need to make is to court services. They're located next door in the Montgomery County Courthouse. No contact with Ray Heiss, Angie Reyes, Houston Stagel, and do not go back to 604.5 North 17th Street. Anything further from the state, Mrs. Miller?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Clark.
Okay, so let's go on the record in the matter of Kings Forest Apartments versus Kenesha Tagger, Alonzia Tagger, 2501967.
Good morning, Your Honor. Nick Balberman, on behalf of the plaintiff.
Okay, your P number, counsel?
35262.
Okay, counsel, do you have a tie on?
No, I forgot. I'll go get, you want to pass the matter and I'll go put one on? I forgot.
Counsel, I'm just slightly confused. You're in court. I'm not sure how as an attorney you forget to have a tie on.
I understand. I'll just go do it.
Do you
right
have your suit jacket as well, or what?
now. I think so. Yes.
Yes, counsel, that's an expectation of the court. Absolutely.
I'll go see if I have a coat and tie. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
We're on the record in the matter of Mike Vigilante versus Rachel Duncan, 2501760. And we are on the record in the matter, we're recalling the matter of Kings Forest Apartment versus Kenesha Tagger, Alonzia Tagger, 2501967.
Nick Balberman for the plaintiff, Your Honor, P 35262.
All right, thank you. And are the tenants present?
Yes.
Yes.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Your name for the record, please.
Kenesha Tagger, Alonzia Tagger.
Okay, very good, thank you.
Okay.
And so today is the date scheduled in this matter. And counsel, do you have an opportunity to speak to the tenants in the breakout room?
Yes.
Okay, and has there been a resolution or what's the status?
Yeah, there's been a resolution. The resolution is that the tenants will pay $900 today, $600 on Thursday of this week, and the balance by the last day of this month. And that balance would be $1,160.08.
$1,160.08 would be the balance?
Yes.
Okay. And then counsel, if one of those payments is missing, what is your requested writ date?
The writ date would be December 1st.
Okay, and Kenesha Tagger, did you hear the terms of that judgment?
I did. Yes.
Alonzia, did you hear the terms of that judgment?
Yes.
Okay, and you both understand that Mr. Balderman represents the interests of your landlord and not your interest, correct?
Yes.
Alonzia?
Yes.
Okay, I need to see Alonzia. I can't really see.
Yes.
Are you wearing a tank shirt?
I'm wearing a sundress.
Ma'am, okay, your shoulders need to be covered, please. You're in court.
Okay.
So please go grab a sweater or something.
I didn't see him leave.
You also understand your rights that you received in your packet of information. Is that correct?
She's asking you. Yes.
Kenesha, also you.
Yes.
And do you have any questions regarding those rights?
No.
All right, and Alonzia, do you have any questions regarding those rights?
No.
All right. You also understand your rights under the court rule, correct? Mr. Balberman, did you explain those rights to the tenants?
No.
Counsel, that is, okay. Explain those rights to the tenants, please.
You have a right to, appeal this hearing if you'd like. And, if you don't pay the rent by the due dates, the writ would issue.
That's not quite the court rule, counsel. Kenesha and Alonzia, if in the event, because you're not represented by counsel, if in the event you have good cause or you were mistaken about something, then you have 3 days whereby which you can request the court set aside the judgment.
Okay, thank you.
All right. And so knowing all of that, Kenesha and Alonzia, do you have any questions?
No.
All right, the court does find the waiver of rights as valid. The terms of the judgment are reasonable. The court does, will order by consent. Plaintiff does have the right to recover possession of the property. The amount not due and owing for unpaid rent and other costs. Well, counsel, what's the total amount due?
Total amount due is $2,660.08.
Does the court find that all parties are dressed appropriately now?
All right, the total amount due is $2,660, correct?
And 8 cents.
And 8 cents, okay, something didn't go. All right, that amount is to be paid as follows: $900 by November 17th, which is today. $600 by November 20th, the balance of $1,160.08 by November 30th. If any of those amounts are not paid, plaintiff may apply for an order evicting the defendant. I'm sorry, if those are not paid by December 1st. If any of those payments are not paid, then on December 1st, plaintiff may apply for an order evicting the defendant. Additional money may be owed of bail if damage to property occurs or rent continues to accrue. Partial payment will not prevent the court from issuing an order evicting the defendant, and no money judgment will enter. Do you have any questions?
No questions.
Okay, good luck to you all. The court will sign it upon receipt.
Can we
Thank you.
sign their name? Can we sign their name to the judgment, Your Honor?
You have to ask them, counsel.
Oh, Ms. Taggers, Kenesha and Alonzo, is it okay if we sign your name to paperwork, with that regard?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay. The court will sign it upon receipt. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Only someone to talk to.
Oh, did you already talk to Mr. Squalls?
Yeah, I tried to. He wouldn't join the breakout room,
Mr. Squalls?
but I do have 3 ready.
Yes. Mr. Squalls?
Yeah, yes.
Mr. Westmoreland was trying to get you to join a breakout room, but
Yeah,
you didn't join.
I'd seen, I was clicking on join and it wouldn't let me.
Okay. So, sir, let me just ask this one question before we continue.
Yes.
Did you submit your documentation to probation?
Yes, to Natalie Shaw, but I couldn't get into I work in the morning and
Sir, listen, I asked you this question because I indicated that you would have to be in person.
I'm certain that she should have got it now, though.
Okay, well,
like,
it's gonna be a few minutes before we call your matter, sir. So,
Okay.
do you have confirmation that she received your information?
All I have is the word from the company that you guys referred me to.
Sir, this is why I said that you need to be in person and bring the documents by yourself in person, because this is a continued cycle. So then you're gonna, sir, while you're sitting here waiting, email into Ms. Shaw to see if she got them. That's your responsibility.
Okay.
I never saw him come back. So I don't know if she recalled his case off the record or off the docket or what. Maybe it was something just said verbally in between other cases, but I couldn't find him again.
Let's go off the record. Yes, Mr. Cotton?
Go try to talk to the prosecutor.
Okay, well, then you need to make a decision if you want to continue with your plea, talk to the prosecutor, or have an attorney represent you. So that's a decision that only you can make, sir. I can't make that decision for you.
If possible, I can get another court date
really trying to that hinders me.
Well, sir, today's the date scheduled for this matter. See if, you have to decide if you want to have an attorney. If you want to have an attorney representing you, okay, then have a seat with the prosecutor. Wait for the prosecutor to come back. I would imagine he's somewhere in the building, or proceed with the plea. I can't tell you what to do. Those are the options for you right now. This is Mr. Cotton's file in case Mr. Carmen comes in for it. And let's see. On the record in the matter of the, okay, let's see. Okay, Mr. Westmoreland, I'm going to handle Mr. Cotton, and I'm going to do the language line. All right. And so we're recalling the matter of the City of Riverview versus Levon Cotton, 251276. All right. Good morning again. Your name for the record, please.
Levon Cotton.
Okay. All right. And sir, so you had an opportunity to speak to the prosecuting attorney again, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And so there's been an amended resolution, correct?
I believe so.
Okay. What is your belief?
That he gave me a plea deal that will not affect me getting my license come May. That's the only thing I'm fighting for, to be honest.
I understand that. So one way to ensure that, sir, is to stop driving. Right? If you want to get your license back in May, stop driving. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give this matter be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
And sir, you stated the plea on the record. Partially, it's the recommendation, the plea that the prosecutor's offered is for you to plead guilty to allowing a licensed driver to drive and responsible to double parking, and the original charge of driving with license suspended would be dismissed. Is that your understanding, sir?
Yes.
All right. And as to the allowing a licensed driver to drive, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And as to the double parking, how do you plead? Responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
And you've gone over your advice of rights, correct?
Yes. You mind if I ask you a question though?
Okay.
Because last time I thought I was coming with that good plea deal, and then you informed me that it wasn't as good as I thought. If these two tickets will hold me up, because he said he wouldn't, the last time he said that too, and it seemed like maybe you know a little bit more about which can hold me up and which can't.
Well, sir, I can't give you legal advice.
I mean, can you tell me if them?
I can tell you that allowing a licensed driver does not abstract on your record, so long as you are making the payments that you have to make and it doesn't end up going into warrant status.
Great.
Okay? Double parking does not abstract on your driving record.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, just so you're aware, information is out there to anybody that wants it as far as which charges abstract onto your record, just so you know. Okay, so you have gone over your advice of rights, correct? And you've signed that document.
Yes.
Do you have any questions regarding that document?
No, ma'am.
Did you review that document before you signed it?
Yes.
And you also understand, sir, by entering into a plea, you'll be waiving some of those rights.
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
You understand the possible penalty as a result of your plea, whether in this court, any other court, or administrative agency.
Yes.
Knowing all of that, do you want to continue with your plea?
Yes.
Has anybody promised you anything, threatened you, or coerced you in any way for you to enter into a plea?
No.
Any immigration issues?
No.
All right, sir. On August 16th of 2025, were you in the city of Riverview?
Yes.
And at that time, you had police contact, correct?
Yes.
And is that because you allowed an individual that was not licensed to drive an automobile?
Yes.
And the court does find the plea is knowing, voluntary, and factually accurate. The court will accept your plea to the amended charge and the double parking. Okay, are you looking for immediate sentencing, sir?
Oh, yeah.
Yes? Is that yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so what do you want the court to know?
That I'm poor. And I'm trying to get my life together.
Hold on. Is that out in the lobby?
Did it approach?
You may. Let's go off the record for a moment. Okay, so, sir, okay. Let me ask this question. How did you get here today? Do not lie to me.
We did this last time.
I know, that's why I'm saying don't lie to me.
I'm a pleaded fifth. I don't know what else to not, I don't know what else to do. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be my own lawyer. That's something I was saying. But you would not go, I remember last time you saying, did you park in the garage? I mean, in the parking lot. I did not. And then I'm gonna make sure I go to my job. I'm sorry I'll be driving. Last time I told you, it's kind of hard for me to survive my life without driving for real.
Okay, sir, I 100% get that, right? We don't live in an area where, or a region or otherwise where there is a strong public transportation system. Okay,
Especially
How-
if you work in Plymouth.
well, I understand that, sir. I 100% understand that. However, driving is a privilege. There's not a legal right to drive. It's a privilege. And you don't currently have that privilege because you continue to drive. You continue to drive. So you really need to start working on your contacts, your people that you know for rides. You know nobody. You know 0 people.
I know people.
Right.
Do I know people that's gonna help me get to work every day? No.
Have you asked those people?
Yeah. I mean, I got people that at my job that will help me. I give you that. People that at my job, if I meet them at certain places, they do. And I really don't drive. I don't even own a car. I drive when I need to do something like maybe this.
You're making 0 sense. Absolutely no sense at all. I have people that will help get me to and from work, people from work, if I meet them at a certain place, but nobody will help me. And I have to get to work, and I really don't drive. I just drive for stuff like this. Like, dude, can you say one sentence that doesn't contradict another?
The court was doctor, but I pretty much from day to day don't drive. I get back and forth to work by bus and rides from my people that I work with. So it's not
There's a bus route here. Did you look into that? No. Did you look into Uber, Lyft?
Yeah, I got that on my phone.
Yeah. So why didn't you utilize either of those?
I was trying to, I had 2 court dates, one in Detroit, one here. I tried to condense all that and still make it to work on time. Cause I know y'all about to give me like some prices.
Yes.
And I owe Romulus and then soon I'm gonna owe Detroit.
Okay.
Just trying to make as much money as I can, drive as least as I can and not lie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's admirable, sir.
I wish I could just get like I'm wishing, I'm not even gonna wish on record. That's a waste of time, but.
Well, sir, let me just say this, right? The court will work with anybody that needs to work with. Okay, if you need a payment plan, we'll do a payment plan. However, you got yourself a really good deal so that you can get your license back in May. If you continue to drive, you are not getting your license back in May. So what you're doing every time you make the choice to drive a vehicle, I don't even know who's giving you the vehicles to drive because that's not smart on their end because they're going to lose their car. Their car could get impounded. Right?
Sure.
So either you do have a car that you're not being honest about and you're driving a car that you own, or people don't realize you don't have a valid license and are letting you to drive.
They know, and I didn't explain it in a manner where they know they helping me and they know if I do get it impounded, I got the money to get it unimpounded.
Okay.
Not that makes sense, but you know what I mean?
Well, right, but they're risking themselves because let's just say this, sir. Okay. If you end up getting in an accident and you're at fault, do you know insurance isn't covering that? And they're coming after the owner of the vehicle? Right? So that's a big risk for the owner of the vehicle. So Who's the owner of this vehicle that you're gonna contact so they can come pick up their own car?
Chick named Jasmine.
A chick named Jasmine. Okay. Well, if Jasmine's letting you use her car, hopefully, she's above chick status and there might be she's a friend of yours. I don't know. But in any event, sir, contact Jasmine and have her bring somebody else with her.
Okay.
Well, she's gonna have to Uber here to get her car and drive you somewhere, which is you should have just Ubered.
Tough life I'm living that day.
Right. And is that because you didn't pay tickets at some point and then you got suspended?
No, I just kept. I'm always good with like going to court and paying tickets. When I had my license, I had insurance, and I had everything. I had this great sense of pride where police couldn't talk to me and touch me, and I was an asshole.
Okay, well, I appreciate your honesty, but we're still on the record.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
So when you get pulled over and you get that kind of disposition, they write whatever ticket they can. It's not like, oh, he an okay guy. Let's not do everything. So, I mean, my attitude made them write a bunch of tickets. It pile up. After it pile up so long, they don't care that you keep paying them tickets. You get too many points.
Correct.
And they write me stuff like, one time, my tire spit that much. They wrote me a reckless driver ticket, like, but they can, I guess.
Okay.
Now how I've learned that you gotta just be like not so against the police. It's not one of them. It's not one of them battles you probably go win.
Here's what I'm going to do for you, sir. Okay. How much do you owe in Romulus?
690.
How much do you owe in Detroit?
0 yet, but I'm like.
Well, you're going to owe some money.
I'm actually in court on Zoom kind of.
Oh, okay. Here's what I'm going to do, sir. I'm going to give you a gift. You may not look at it as a gift, but I'm going to give you a gift. Okay?
I think
You seem very apprehensive.
I'm nervous.
Okay.
They're saying they're gonna give me a gift.
I'm going to order 60 days jail.
What?
Relax, relax. I'm going to suspend that jail. Okay? We're going to do a jail review in 60 days where you're not going to drive here. We're going to see what other matters you've cleared up, and then we'll go from there.
I appreciate it.
If you continue to do that, right, don't drive, which means you'll be bringing in your Uber receipts for how you're getting to and from work. And if you're making your other payments on your other matters, then I will waive your fines and costs in this manner. That's dependent upon you not driving.
I got you. My word, no drive.
So if you want to stay out of jail and you want to not have to pay extra fines and costs here, and you want to get your license back in May, stop driving.
I appreciate it.
So you better make sure you're keeping proof of all those Uber and Lyft receipts. Got it?
I got you.
And also your court receipts from your other matters that you've paid. And then we'll do a jail review. January 13th.
Perfect.
Good way to start off the new year. I'm sorry, not the 13th, the 12th. Good way to start off the new year, not driving to court.
She is giving him just enough rope to hang himself. And I don't have a whole lot of faith in his success. Because I think he still has that mentality that he spoke of earlier. Even though he says that he doesn't, and that he's learned that you just can't win when you fight up against law enforcement, I don't think that it resonates with him.
I got you.
Got it? What time works better for you?
The earlier the better.
Perfect. 8:30? Do not drive out of the city of Wyandotte, because something tells me you parked your car somewhere and you walked here from where you parked it. Do not drive out of the city of Wyandotte. Better call Jasmine, have her get an Uber down here, pay for her Uber down here, which is probably what you should do. And then the two of you can ride out of the city together with her driving the car. Got it?
Got you.
You do not want to risk driving. Got it?
Got you.
See, I'm onto you.
I appreciate, can I ask you, well, is this still on the record?
Well, we can go off the record. Okay.
Can we go on off the record?
Okay.
Do you think I would have got this same type of deal if I would have had somebody else representing
You could have.
me?
Well, I can tell you that the two attorneys sitting there get those types of deals all the time. So
Absolutely.
you're welcome. Have a good day.
Absolutely. Do I get a paper? Do I get a copy of the paper where I got to come to court?
No, I just told you. So you have to put it in your phone.
Have a good day.
You're welcome.
That was January 12th, 8:30.
Yes, sir. Do not drive. Okay.
He's gonna drive. But I do have a feeling, I don't know, she might have scared him enough because he didn't park in the parking lot. He parked somewhere off court property and walked to court, and she still caught him. So he thought he outsmarted her. And maybe she has him worried enough to think that she has officers watching for that vehicle and watching for who's behind the wheel. And I don't doubt for a moment that if he gets caught relatively soon, she will impose the full 60-day penalty. I don't have like any doubt that that's going to happen. Well, no, I mean, he parked his vehicle off property and then walked to the court, but he drove to court. Yeah, that's exactly where he'll be sitting. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna hi Earl. All of a sudden you see Earl's face pop out. That was so cute. I don't know. She's tough. She really is. I mean, she was ready to give 60 days to that lawyer for not having a tie and blazer. Not really, but it sure felt that way. And then the woman in the same hearing had spaghetti straps, and oh my. That whole hearing was a mess. That attorney was just unprepared, unprofessional. I hate to say it, but it's true. He was uneducated. I mean, he got his law license. He passed the bar. He had a P number, but oh, he was dense. He was very thick. And then the junk. It's a date stamper. Well, you know, we all have those days. Oh, Judge DeSanto did. And ordered the woman to go put a sweater on in the woman's mom's face. Oh man, the mom's face was like, she's talking to you. Oh really? Oh, I know he's busted a few. Hi, you gotta go potty. Okay. I don't know whether that means pet me or yes, mommy, I have to go potty. So we need to straighten this out because you've been doing this like solid. And you used to, if I said you gotta go outside or you gotta go potty, you jump off. Yeah, okay, that's the signal I'm looking for. All right. Who knows? Oh, well, he did mention that he spun his tires out. He mentioned that he got a lot of tickets in a very short amount of time because he was a jerk. And so the officers wrote him up for everything. So, and he said that he got kind of overwhelmed with such a pile of tickets in so many jurisdictions that he couldn't keep up on his payments. And then his license got suspended for not making his payments on time. So that's what he's dealing with now, is he can't get his license back until May. All right, I've gotta take her out. I'm gonna put Reno on, and we'll stick with Reno for as long as we can. I at least have to show the beginning, so you guys know what I was watching, because it sure sounded like something else.
Scrolling down. Colin Strickland. This is a imposition sentence of a violation of extended protection order.
That's correct.
City, what's your thoughts?
Judge has indicated this was a violation of an EPO. By way of background, Judge, you likely recollect, this individual. You had him on a TPO several months before, where you imposed a suspended sentence back on July 8th. Thereafter, on October 28th, you revoked that suspended sentence, likely in light of both this case as well as an ONR that he picked up in the meanwhile. Here on September 16th, Judge, while he was in custody, he emailed the victim from jail, indicating that he loves her. I can tell you, we have spoken with her, Judge. She is very fearful. She wants to have no contact with him in any way, shape, or form. Judge, it doesn't appear that he's getting the message. Again, you convicted him of a TPO months before. He continued to contact her by way of jail. You ultimately revoked that suspended sentence. It does not appear that he's likely to comport with court orders, as he violated both your suspended sentence as well as the TPO and EPO issued by another court. Given that, Judge, I'm asking for 179 days jail. I'm also asking that while he's in jail, that you again reiterate no contact at all with Ginger, no block, please.
Okay. How do you spell the last name?
Knoblock. Ginger, common spelling there, Judge.
Okay. Ms. Burning?
Your Honor, I would be asking for the court for credit for time served. My client understands what he did is not right. He's ready to move on with his life. And I understand that the victim is not in this area. So as far as him getting out of jail and going to her home or work here in Reno, that's not going to happen. And so I would ask, if the court's going to do a suspended sentence, I would ask for a 30-day suspended sentence. I think that's adequate.
Okay, Mr. Strickland, anything to say?
Your Honor, this was a merely an honest mistake. I was actually texting. I got a new woman in my life. I was actually texting her on the tablet, and it made a mistake and sent the message to Ginger, which it came on the message subject. And right when I did it, I hit the button. I went and told the officer Buchanan. He was willing to make a statement on my behalf. I ended up bailing out. Now I'm in a different unit, so it's like hard to get, trying to figure out how to get the statement when it's just the misdemeanor. And I don't, she's been texting my sister, and I really don't. I told my sister to delete her, block her. I don't want nothing to do with that. I'm cool on all that. I'm done with it.
Ms. Gianoli, what's the criminal history?
Judge, may I have your indulgence for just a moment? I'll pull that up. He's got 35 pages of criminal history, Judge. It's downloading now. I can reiterate that on the record.
Just give me like the last 5 years, if you would.
Sure. 2016, an ONR. I know he had an ONR while this case was pending too, because I handled that one. 2022, destruction of property, injury, and tampering with a motor vehicle, petty larceny. Looks like that case might have been dismissed, though, candidly, Judge. Burglary of a motor vehicle, he pled to that in 2023. Spent 1 to 4 years in prison on that. 2022, looks like that was the breaking and entering a motor vehicle. 2022, he had a PCS. Looked like that was reduced to a paraphernalia, Judge. 2024, prohibited act by, it looks like a sex offender violation, likely by, looks like he had a felony arrest for a parole violation in 2024 in Carson, likely due to that. 2024, obstructing and resisting, pled guilty there. 2025, probation violation. I don't see any disposition there.
Okay, that ought to do it. Thank you, Angie. Okay, it's going to be 120 days, Washoe County Jail. you are going to report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. The conditions of that is that you will do 90 days in jail. The time you spend in jail so far will be credited towards that. You'll then report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court for your conditions of extended, the additional probation will be obey all laws and no contact in any regard with Ginger Knobloch. Thank you. Okay, let's go to,
Judge,
yeah,
how long is the suspended sentence for?
I'm sorry, for 2 years.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's go to Dominic Alvarez. Looks like we've got 2 cases.
Judge,
Yeah,
Mr. Strickland also had a failure to appear warrant.
okay, we'll just quash that, no problem.
Okay, even though he admitted to it?
Yeah, well, let's do this. If he admitted to it, we'll go time served.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. Okay.
Your Honor, on this matter, my client has 2 cases involving one a trespass, the other the MIP with a failure, both failures to comply. One is for $195, the other is for $123. I would ask for the court to close these cases with credit for time served. My client has been in jail since Friday.
Miss Gianoli, yeah.
I'm going to defer to the court's discretion on this one, Judge.
Okay, it'll be, I'm gonna grant your request, Miss Burning. It'll be time served for those. Thank you.
What was the plea, Judge?
I'm sorry. Yeah,
It looks like he already pled, is that right?
yeah, he already pled.
Got it. Time served on those. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, you bet. Okay, let's scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Okay. Daniel William Boone, no, William Boone. It's a joke. Cases, what is let me see what we've got here. We've got trespasses, we've got resisting, we've got more trespasses. What is we got, what, 4 trespasses and 1?
I don't know what he's saying.
I'll make an offer, Judge.
Yeah, please.
Judge, if he wants to enter a plea to the case ending in 407, which is an obstructing and resisting alleged to have occurred on the 7th of September, as well as a plea to the case ending in 973, which is a trespassing at the Silver Legacy, Judge, I'll make a motion to dismiss the cases ending in 317, trespassing at the RTC, 300, trespassing at the RTC, and 560, also trespassing at the RTC.
Okay. All right, Mr. Boone, you there?
Your Honor, he doesn't hear very well, so I will be trying to assist.
Oh, God, we've got to deal with this guy again. All right, Mr. Marshall, I'll just talk to you normally.
Sure. You don't have to yell at me.
What is let me scroll down. Okay, Mr. Boone, what is your plea to the trespassing on 14973?
What is your plea to the trespass?
What?
What is your plea to trespass?
I would say no contest.
Okay, and hold on a second. On 13407, what is your plea to the resisting a public officer?
What is your plea to resisting a public officer?
What was what now?
Your plea to resisting a public officer.
Public
officer. Resisting.
Oh, resisting a
Yeah.
police officer?
Right.
I have no recollection of that.
What is your plea? Is it no contest or no?
I would plead no contest.
Got it. Okay. Do you admit failing to appear for court on October 16th?
Did you appear in court? Do you admit that you did not appear in court?
Possibly not, because I wasn't aware.
Got it.
Okay. So we admit. Okay. So let's go back.
I just got out of jail.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they obviously missed you. Okay, so to clear the record up on 10317, the trespass is dismissed. The FTA is quashed. On 11300, trespassing is dismissed. The FTA is quashed. On the resisting a public officer and the what's the city's recommendation?
Your Honor, I emailed Miss Burning prior to court, giving her a heads up about this one, as well as some others. Mr. Boone, as you know, we see him. Go ahead, Kath. Did you want to say something?
Yes, I talked with Mr. Boone and he is interested in going into an alcohol treatment program. And he understands that there'd be an evaluation before he goes into that program. And that's what he'd like to do. I proffered the city's offer that there could be suspended jail time if that occurred, as opposed to straight up jail time if he wasn't interested in a treatment program.
Okay. I'm not sure go ahead.
I appreciate that, Judge. Given how many times we've seen him, here's what I'm going to ask for. I'm going to ask that we do an in-custody evaluation with IAP as well as DSU to facilitate transport to an inpatient facility. Judge, we can do this one of two ways. We can hold off for a status hearing to make sure that that happens so we don't lose track and sentence him at that point, or we could just do a suspended sentence with those conditions, whichever the court prefers.
Give me the suspended sentence. What would you request?
Given the number of times that we've seen him, Judge, on the trespass, I'll ask for time served. On the obstructing and resisting, I'm going to ask for a 90-day suspended sentence for 2 years following conditions that he obey all laws, consume no alcohol or drugs, stay away from the 200 East 4th Street bus station, stay away from the row properties, which is the other trespass, and the final condition and the most important condition that he remain in custody pending transport to an inpatient facility to be facilitated by DSU and IAP there at the jail.
Transport to where now?
To an inpatient facility with detention services unit as well as the inmate assistance program to assist him while in custody.
Okay. Kathy, does that sound good? Sound good?
Yes.
Okay. All right, young man, as far as the cases are concerned, I'm going to bundle them up. It'll be, I'll include both of these if that's okay with you, Martha, if that makes sense. Okay, it's going to be a 90-day suspended sentence. Go ahead. You want to tell them that, Mr. Marshall?
I was just gonna go ahead and pull them off camera when we're done and explain everything.
Okay, it's going to be 90 days in jail, suspended for 2 years. Your conditions are obey all laws, no contact with the 2000 East 4th Street. Is that the bus bill? Is that the bus station?
It is, Judge.
Okay, bus station. And also no contact with the row, which is Silver Legacy, Circus, El Dorado. And what you will do is you will go to IAP for inpatient. You'll go IAP, you'll have a evaluation, and you'll be transported to an inpatient facility. Did we get that correct? Does that make sense to everyone?
It does to the city, Your Honor, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Boone. Tell Daniel.
And Judge, you mentioned that you were going to consolidate the 2 cases, but we have to put that on one. So we want that all on the resisting case.
Yeah, let's do that. And the other one, let's give them time served.
Got it. Thank you.
You bet. Tell your brother Daniel hello. Let's see.
So the judge is familiar with the entire family. Tell your brother Daniel hello. And at the beginning of the case, the judge said that he was sick of this guy or something to that effect. Or this guy again. Yeah, frequent flyer.
Calvin Boykins, Boykins. Take it, plead to the insurance, drop the driver's license, and give him time to cure.
I'm okay with that, Judge, yes.
Okay.
That's what we'd be asking for, Your Honor.
And Mr. Boykins, are you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, do you admit failing to appear on September 30th of this year?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give you time served on that.
Yes, sir.
What's your plea to not having insurance? And I'll tell you how it all works out. What's your plea to not having insurance on August 30th?
No contest.
Excuse me?
No contest.
Got it. Okay. Driver's license is dismissed. Now, what you're going to do, did you get insurance afterwards?
I had insurance. It had just lapsed 2 days before I got the ticket.
Okay,
So
this
I
is
got
what we're going to do then. You're going to get out of jail today, and you're going to report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court.
Yes, sir.
And the jail will give you instructions. It's going to be a $743 fine. I'm going to give you 45 days from today to either get insurance or an operator's policy.
Yes,
If
sir.
you do either one of those, or if you've already got your insurance, you will, the fine will be reduced to $195. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, that'll do it. Just get your insurance or an operator's policy. You'll save yourself a lot of money. Don't blow it off, or else another failure to appear will go out for you. Do you
Yes, sir.
understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Thank you. Okay, we've got Michael Christensen. One of four.
Morning, Your Honor.
Hello. What's the global offer on this one?
So Judge, it looks like most of these have already been, well, two of them have already been resolved, both 389 as well as 789, where he was supposed to pay a $743 fine or provide proof.
Hold on a second. Let me back up on this one.
Go ahead. Yep. Do that
Okay.
in English.
On 389, what's the status?
So he was sentenced on 5/27/2025. He was supposed to either pay a $743 fine or cure with subsequent insurance. He didn't do either of those, so he's got a failure to comply there. 789, Judge, similar circumstance. It looks like on 5/27, likewise given the same opportunity to provide proof of insurance and avail himself to a reduced fine of $195, or he paid the $743 fine. Appears that he did not do that either. Failure to comply warrant was issued. 327, this looks to be a newer charge, Judge. No insurance, no registration. Likewise, if he wants to enter a plea in the no insurance, I'll dismiss the no registration. And then finally, Judge, the case ending in
337, so go ahead and fix this.
337. The last one, Judge, 266. Also, no insurance, no registration. If he wants to enter a plea to the no proof of insurance, I'll ask you to dismiss the no registration.
Okay. Let's go back, Mr. Christensen. 2, 4. Okay. On 01389, do you admit failing to comply with the order of the court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And that was to get insurance. Am I correct on that one? Okay. Yeah. Okay. How long you been in jail?
Since Thursday, Your Honor.
All right. Are you going to get insurance? What's your status?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What I'm going to do on that one, we'll take it case by case.
Okay.
So on 389, you admit to the failure. I'm going to give you time served on that. That will take care of that case. On 789, you admit failing to comply.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm going to give you time served on that also. Trying to help you out here, sir. On 10327, what's your plea to no insurance?
No contest, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you admit failing to appear on August 21st of this
Yes,
year?
Your Honor.
Okay. As far as the FTA is concerned, I'm going to give you 2 days, Washoe County Jail. That's going to run consecutive to the time that you've already done. Your plea is your plea to the no insurance again is what?
No contest.
Okay, I'm dismiss the registration charge. What I'm going to do on that one there is, once again, when you get out of jail, you're going to report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. The fine will be $743. I'm going to give you 45 days to get an insurance or an operator's policy. If you do that, the fine goes down to $200. Do you understand?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, now on okay, once again, on the what's your plea to no insurance on September 20th?
No contest.
Okay, the registration is dismissed. Giving you a break on the other one, I'm going to give you 10 days jail for that one. That's going to run consecutive to all others. So does that make sense, Martha? Who's
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Now what you're going to do, you've still got that other one outstanding. Once again, you get out of jail, you've got 12 days additional to the time you've already served. What you're going to do is you're going to show up down there at the court. You're going to give me 45 to get 45 days to get insurance or an operator's policy. As it stands, your fine is $743. If you get that done within 45 days, the fine's going to go down to $200. Now, if you blow that off, then you're going to go to jail again. Do you understand?
understand, Your Honor.
All
How
right,
many
get it
days
done.
do I still have in jail now until
You got 12 days in addition to what you've already done.
so 12 days from today?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you're going to report upon release to Reno Municipal Court and get that stuff fixed up.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, Leroy Davis. Mr. Davis, you there?
Good morning, Your Honor.
What's your plea to open container, young man?
No contest.
How long you been in jail?
Friday.
Judge, can I make a comment on this one?
Yeah, please.
Judge, he's another one, as you've seen, we see him routinely in court. The jailmate or the officer that cited him or arrested him rather made a good record, indicated this is the 5th open container we've had with him in this past year and the 7th failure to appear. As you likely know, we have tried to assist Mr. Davis in both his court years and years ago, as well as community court, and we've always been unsuccessful in that. Last in jail on 11/3. So I asked Ms. Burning, does Mr. Davis wish to avail himself of services at this point?
If I could respond to that, I talked to Mr. Davis and he said that he is interested in treatment. Also, just for the court's information, he is battling cirrhosis of the liver, so he understands how serious all of this is. And so I would tell the court that he does have an interest in treatment.
Okay, go ahead.
With that, Judge, and we've had the same health issues with Mr. Davis, so I'm glad that he wants to help himself, and I'm hoping he's genuine. Given that we have seen him so many times, similar to the prior individual, what I'm asking for is an in-custody evaluation, an IAP, Inmate Assistance Program, and DSU, Detention Services Unit, to assist and facilitate transport to an inpatient facility. I'm asking for a 90-day suspended sentence for 2 years, conditions that he obey all laws, consume no alcohol or drugs, submit to that evaluation, and then the inpatient treatment facility, and successfully complete that too, please.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. Mr. Davis, is you're going to have an in-custody evaluation.
Everybody is interested in treatment when it can get them out of jail.
You're then going to be avail yourself of DSU or IAP. Your conditions of probation are obey all laws, no alcohol or drugs. Want to help you out, sir. You're going to die quicker than you think if you don't get things taken care of.
I was trying to go to that MVP or whatever it's called, that mental health.
Well, they're going to take care of you through after your in custody evaluation. They'll make the proper assessment.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Joseph Hart, H-A-R-T.
When?
Morning. Do you admit failing to appear on January 8th of this year?
Yes.
All right. What's your plea to the trespassing on December of 24?
No contest.
Okay, City.
Judge, given that this case is fairly old, as you indicated, December 19th, 2024, I'm going to seek time served. I would ask him to stay off the railroad tracks, so that's dangerous, particularly this time of year.
All right. Stay off the railroad tracks, young man. It's going to give you time served. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, let's go to Travis Kennett, Kennett. What's the city's offer?
So, Judge, it looks like, unless I'm mistaken, he has a trespass as well as an obstructing and resisting. If he wishes to enter a plea to the obstructing and resisting, I'll make a motion to dismiss the trespass.
Okay. Mr. Kennett, you there?
Sir,
What's your plea to resisting a public officer?
no contest.
Okay, trespass dismissed. Go ahead, City.
Judge, this was a private property where he was found, it sounds like, on a private individual's porch. He refused to leave. A handgun was found in the area. Given the private property, Judge, this implicates victim impact statements related issues and Marcy law. So I'm going to ask that we continue this until Wednesday, Judge, so we can reach out to the homeowner to see if he wishes to be heard on this matter.
All right, Mr. Kennett, we're going to bump this matter till Wednesday for a victim statement. It's going to be a no bail hold. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Beverly Mickulin, Mickulin. We've got 2 cases. Okay. Okay. You failed to comply as far as, come on, where is this one? 03283, do you admit failing to comply by doing your 8 hours of community service?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to convert that over to time served. As far as the, let me see, okay, and the other one on 07459, do you admit failing to pay a fine in the amount of $578?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to pay that fine, or you just want to do time, or do you want to do community service? What do you want to do?
Can I do payments?
Yeah, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you time served as far as the contempt is concerned. What you're going to do, young lady, is you're gonna report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court, and you're gonna pay the balance of that $578, and you can do payments on that. Do you understand?
Okay.
Now, if you blow it off, you get arrested again, and you just stay, you stay in jail. So let's get it done.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
That mean I'm getting out today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Report upon release.
All right, thank you.
You bet. Okay, let's go. We're scrolling down, scrolling. Layla Moya, M-O-Y-A.
Your Honor, my client wants to enter a not guilty plea on the simple battery. I would just let the court know that right now she's been referred to COD, and your staff has let me know that she's going to appear there on December 30th.
Okay, Miss Moya, what's your plea to the simple battery charge?
Not guilty, sir.
All right, did you apply for a legal defender?
I did not yet.
She did, Judge, and she does qualify.
Okay, be a legal defender. City on bail.
Your Honor, here it's alleged she was at Renowned, where during the course of receiving medical treatment, she became physically combative with medical staff. The female security officer, an alleged victim in this case, assisted staff in attempting to restrain her. The defendant, in exchange, spit in the female victim security officer's face, getting it in her eye. Her risk is high, Judge, at an 8. Sounds like she has both active cases in the RJC as well as the RMC. Last in jail recently on October 16th, 2025, so just over a month ago. Her history is concerning to the city, Your Honor. She has a 2025 MIP in obstructing and resisting. I presume that's the one that's being sent.
What is going on?
Private property where he was found, it sounds like on a.
Amount of $578.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to pay that fine, or you just want to do time, or do you want to do community service? What do you want to do?
Can I do payments?
Yeah, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you time served as far as the contempt is concerned. What you're going to do, young lady, is you're gonna report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court, and you're gonna pay the balance of that $578, and you can do payments on that. Do you understand?
Okay.
Now, if you blow it off, you get arrested again, and you just stay, you stay in jail. So let's get it done.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
That mean I'm getting out today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Report upon release.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened with with the prosecutor. I was checking like all of the mute buttons and seeing if I hit something, but I didn't. All right, we're gonna switch here. And I'm gonna show you guys that Muni train ride news article. It's a video, so this is wild.
I'm sorry. Relax.
Now at 5, a first look at alarming video of a Muni train barreling through a curve at 50 miles an hour with the driver seemingly asleep at the wheel.
Seemingly?
Good evening. I'm Claudine Wong. Now, this all happened in September on the N-Judah line, but this is the first time we're getting a look at the video from multiple angles. Now, first, take a look at this camera. This is the driver right here, and you can see through several points in this video that she appears to be nodding off. Her head actually drops down several times. This is 8:36 in the morning. The train is in motion, and we know now it is also speeding up. And then at some point, there's one big jolt, which seems then to shake the driver back into attention, and then she reacts. But until that jolt happens, she's basically just kind of nodding off and just step after step.
She's either still intoxicated from the night before, or she's on opiates or Xanax. Because what you're seeing here right now is very typical opiate and Xanax behavior.
Not really knowing what's going on. All right, I want to walk you over to this other piece of video because I want to show you what's happening for the passengers during all of this. This was happening at the same time. You can see the passengers here. They're getting jolted after this driver
see that car?
hits this curve. It's going about 50 miles an hour. It was speeding up until that point, and that is really what is happening. The driver tried to correct. The passengers are jostled around, and they're really shaken up. They jostled around a couple of times. The driver actually comes out. This is it again, so you can see how hard that impact is. The driver actually tells them to relax, assures them that the train did not crash, and then goes as far to tell them that it was a mechanical problem. You can actually hear her on the video saying the emergency brake didn't work. So lots of reaction to this video tonight. KTV's Christian Captain joins us live with the story.
That's the
Christian,
claim.
pretty incredible video to watch.
I don't buy it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Passengers at the time described how frightening that whole incident was. Now we can see for ourselves. Video from the morning of September 24th shows the moments an inbound N-Judah train came barreling out of the Sunset Tunnel near DuBose Park at 50 miles per hour. Another angle shows the operator apparently asleep in the moments leading up to the incident, slamming her hand on the emergency brake. As the train came to a halt, the operator telling passengers the brake wouldn't stop the train.
I'm sorry. Relax. We didn't crash. Relax. It wouldn't stop. Relax. We're okay.
Now, more than a month after the incident, Muni has said it has completed its investigation, which confirms error as a result of operator fatigue. The agency is addressing the matter in accordance with internal protocols and the relevant contract, which included placing the operator on non-driving status. Muni said an inspection showed the train was in proper working order and that the agency is reinforcing the importance for operators to watch for signs of fatigue. Passengers who've seen the video say it's alarming.
It's pretty terrifying. Yeah. I guess you know that things like that can happen, but thankfully they're really rare.
I don't feel any less safe riding the Muni having seen this than I did already. And I feel that this city still has one of the best public transportation networks that I've ever seen.
Leadership from the Transport Workers Union Local 250A, who represent the drivers, say safety is always a top priority for all operators.
I believe that,
we
but
deal
still,
with a very complex city.
that could have been
And I
tragic.
think that we do very well. And like I said, we are constantly to do better. The union is about perfection.
And Muni said it is working with a train manufacturer to work to put systems in place to make sure incidents like this don't occur in the future. We're live in San Francisco. Christian Captain, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
And Christian, have we learned anything about the hours that this driver worked? I mean, in some parts of the video, you could see her actually put her head down, before the train was actually in motion, seemingly looking exhausted at 8:30 in the morning. I don't know if there are rules in place for how many hours they can work or anything like that, but certainly it makes you think about that.
Yeah.
There are for truck drivers, so why wouldn't there be for train operators? Passenger train operators.
Yeah, so from what we understand, that driver hadn't been called in to work extra shifts or mandatory overtime, anything like that. It may have been 60 hours over the previous 2 weeks or so. That's the number that I've heard before. But clearly that Driver does appear to be slumped over the wheel at one point in time, very early in the video that we received. And then later on, you can see as she enters that tunnel, she appears to lean back, her head goes down, and she certainly, by all appearances, seems to be asleep before that train hits that first curve and she gets that initial jolt. That's when you see her reach out for the controls, hit a button that she refers to later on in the video as the mushroom, which is like an emergency brake, and tries to bring that train to a halt as quickly as possible.
Yeah, it certainly looked exhausted. All right, Christian Captain, that video does give us pause. Thank you so much for that report.
Yeah, I don't know how much I trust them releasing if she was on anything intoxicating. Yeah. I mean, 30 hours a week. That's not overworked. There's no reason that she should have been that exhausted and put that many people's lives in danger. Not just the people on the train, but the people at the station. You saw that vehicle have to get out of the way. Yeah. Well, there's lawsuits involved, absolutely. Oh man. That is scary. There we go. Maybe it's a play on words. I don't know. If you look up just go if you go to YouTube and you just search train driver fell asleep, it populates the videos. I don't know, maybe more will come out. This part was just released 6 days ago. And the incident happened a month ago. Or wait, no, September 24th. So 2 months ago. There's another side of it. It's possible she's working 2 jobs. But I've done that. Well, not the no coffee part. But I can fall asleep after drinking an entire pot of coffee. So that's just me. Oh, that's a visual. And they were, I mean, look at, like, there's the lady in the middle. Like, she's like falling on the ground. And then we got Dr. Phil right in front of her. I mean, they're just being tossed all over. KTVU Bay Area Station. Okay. I'll look up and see if that's one that I can get. Yeah. Always. And I've got another thermos, my big frig that has a little bit left in it from the pot that I brewed earlier. Because what I do is I brew a full pot of coffee, and then immediately when it's done, I put it in my thermoses. That way it doesn't get that bitter sitting on the burner too long taste. It stays fresh and hot for a lot longer without the warmer. So oh my gosh. I've never flown, so I've never experienced jet lag. I've never ridden a train. Well, I've never ridden a train like that. Not a Muni train. I've ridden Midwest Continental Railway, but that's a chugga chugga choo choo train. No, that's kind of what it was coming down to, is they're blaming driver fatigue as if the driver's overworked. Good, because that's the last thing we want, was someone too sleepy to operate. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. Maybe I'll formally edit the Reno docket and pick out the good stuff. We can finish watching it tomorrow. I just did a really quick remove spaces edit on it. That I'm not shocked with how expensive they are. They're good. They're really good food. Amazing French fries. But oh my gosh, I took Kendra there. I didn't even order anything for myself because just Kendra's order was $30. And she didn't get anything fancy. She got a cheeseburger, fries, and a strawberry shake. And it was $30. And they're like, and for you, ma'am? I'm like, I'm good, thanks. I was starving. I was so hungry, but I can't justify paying that amount. But thank you guys so much. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with me. I absolutely love this time with you guys. Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.